Assalamu alaikum, it's Samir from Samir's Eats. For the first time ever, we are hanging out in Ottawa, Canada. Now, I was told that I need to get a beaver tail, and of course, a Tim Hortons coffee. Sorry, America. Canada runs on Timmy. So there's a bunch of great halal restaurants in the area, and we're gonna go to one recommended by my friend Muhammad Al-Sharif. It's an awesome Afghani restaurant. The other thing I've noticed is there's a shawarma joint on every other corner here. So we're gonna check out one of the most popular ones. So it's about lunchtime, and I heard a lot about Bilal's Kabab. They've been serving up authentic Afghani cuisine in the Ottawa area. Let's go on in and check it out. So I have the pleasure of being with brother Abdul Wakil. He's the owner of this awesome restaurant, and he's gonna share with us how you started and your long journey to opening this fine establishment.
Actually, I started it in order to have halal restaurant, you have to have foundation for that. And the foundation for that for me was to have my own, me and my brother, our own slaughterhouse. We've been serving the community for the past 21 years. And now, we have the restaurant and the meat comes from our own slaughterhouse.
Yeah, well, let's go into the kitchen and see what's cooking up. Tell us about the lamb chop. So this meat.
This lamb actually, I called the farmer. I told her that I need 2 lambs because she was sending some to the slaughterhouse anyway.
Okay.
I said, you know what kind of lamb I like.
Okay.
She sent me 2. It was slaughtered on Tuesday. I received it on Thursday. I marinated. Now I'm cooking it for you fresh.
Awesome. First, we're gonna get started with the ash. It basically has noodles, has a tomato-based sauce with some ground meat, and some split peas on it. Man, this is really good. Actually, the Ottawa food critic came here and he said this was his favorite dish out of Bilal's Kabab here. Folks, I'm a huge fan of kebabs, and in this plate I have a bit of each kebab. I got the chicken kebab, the beef kebab, I got the lamb tikka, the chicken tikka, and of course my absolute favorite, lamb chops. And we heard from him how fresh this lamb is. So let's get to it. It's so juicy and tender, it's fresh. This thing was killed 4 days ago. Now it's going in my belly. Rest in peace, little lamb. All right, everything on this plate was amazing. My favorite was the lamb chops. Absolutely love it, and I also love the chicken tikka kebab. You thought it was over, but we got one last kebab. The beef chupli kebab. Crispy on the outside, moist and tender on the inside. Last but not least, we have one more specialty, the lamb karai. So this has a little bit of spice to it. Upon request, he can kick up the heat however you like it. I love heat, so that's what I got here. So this dish is actually popular even within the Indian Pakistani household. Like my mom makes goat karai. So this is the first time I'm actually having lamb karai. But now we know what the secret in this restaurant is. The fresh lamb. It's all about the lamb here. Bilal's Kebab House. It's 1 in the morning, I'm in downtown Ottawa, and I'm starving. So there's only one late night spot I gotta hit up. Shawarma Palace.
Well, the shawarma here is always amazing. The food is always really great. The portions are always really large. So it's really good. You guys should check it out for sure.
The decision was obvious. I had to get shawarma. Got to pay respect to the name, Shawarma Palace. So I went with one of each. I got the chicken and I got the beef, and our brother hooked us up with a side of potatoes with some garlic sauce. So I'm gonna get started with the chicken shawarma. You saw what happens with the process of making this awesome sandwich, with the marination, throwing it on that contraption there, and then spinning it around, cooking it, slicing it, throwing it into the pita, then toasting it. So let's get started. Crunchy, tasty. I really want to know what they marinated with, but he won't tell me. So what you also want to do is give it a little dip in that garlic sauce. Gives it a nice kick, a nice tangy kick. On to round two. We got the beef shawarma. Meat's so tender. I mean, it goes along with the slow cook, and the bread is so crunchy. Like, I love a sandwich with a nice little crunch to it. So the spices are awesome. Like, it's not like spicy, like to my standard. Come on, I'm Indian. But it's not a bland sandwich at all. Like, it's just full of flavor. Man, both these sandwiches are freaking awesome. You can't go wrong with either one. I mean, if you like chicken, go for it. If you like beef, even better. But if you're like me, get both of them. Ottawa, it's been real. I had an amazing time checking out these two places. I mean, it's such a beautiful, clean city. My first time here. Anyways, be sure to subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Samir's Eats, it's where it's at. But I gotta get going, man. It's too cold. I'm not gonna freeze my rear end off like these two idiots.